Under the guidance of the Port Phillip Eco Centre, the community of West Beach St Kilda employs a combination of research, advocacy, education and action to engage people of all ages in coastal sustainability and to improve the health of their marine environment. A diverse group of businesses, communities, schools and volunteers actively contribute to improving the West Beach ecosystem and local waterway health through hands-on activity, including picking up nearly 1.5 million pieces of litter over the past 2 years. Citizen science, coordinated by the Eco Centre's Baykeeper, has played a leading role in identifying and quantifying the issue of Australian microplastic pollution in marine environments, advocating for preventative and enforcement measures, and tracking industrial microplastics to their source. Recent work with local musicians to produce a hip-hop track about litter has started a new conversation with a traditionally difficult to engage adolescent market.
Every bit of litter really matters. It builds up every day. Every bit of litter really matters. It's time to break this chain. Everybody really, really matters. We can all make a change.
Social enterprise Soft Landing has recovered and recycled over 11,400 end-of-life mattresses in the ACT since commencing operations in March 2016. Soft Landing's successful model, Waste to Wages, is unique in that business choices are driven by a dual environmental and social mission. Currently achieving an 80% recovery rate on mattress components, Soft Landing have collaborated with University New South Wales on their goal to achieve a 100% diversion rate by 2020. The recovery of mattresses has not only diverted 8,550 cubic metres of waste from landfill this year, the labour required to do so has created vital training and employment opportunities for those in the local community most in need. Soft Landing partners with Habitat personnel to recruit, train and mentor local Aboriginal job seekers experiencing disadvantage. 75% of all employment positions are for people experiencing disadvantage, including the long-term unemployed, those with mental health barriers and those leaving the correctional system. A 2015 social return on investment analysis found that for every $1 spent on Soft Landing, $3.75 of value was created. The proximity of Cemetery Beach to Australia's largest bulk export port presents a distinct threat to an important nesting site for the vulnerable flatback turtle. Improvements to the health and sustainability of the flatback turtle's nesting areas can be attributed to the protection efforts of the Port Hedland community, led by the Care for Hedland Environmental Association. The latest turtle nesting season was the 12th year of the Cemetery Beach's community-led initiatives to monitor and protect flatback turtles. The program continues to attract wide support from the Pilbara community, with more than 160 volunteers from schools, youth and community groups, universities and businesses contributing 700 hours of time in 2015-16. Volunteers assisted with dune rehabilitation and planting at Cemetery Beach. Work also continues within the community to limit light pollution from the adjacent urban area, improve facilities and beach access, and to promote the importance of turtles in attracting tourists to Port Hedland to diversify the town's economic base. Brisbane City Council demonstrate a commitment to sustainability throughout their entire operations. working in partnership with community and industry to adopt innovative approaches that balance livability, sustainability and resilience with economic growth and prosperity. Having released an Australian-first clean air strategy 20 years ago, Brisbane's air quality has been consistently ranked amongst the country's best, directly attributable to investments in public transport and cycling infrastructure to decrease community reliance on private car use. Australia's most biodiverse capital city, Brisbane have consistently demonstrated a commitment to preserve open space to protect its 2,000+ plant and animal species, purchasing at-risk bushland and supporting 150 volunteer groups to restore native habitats. Brisbane City Council continue to be a leader, releasing the Buildings That Breathe Design Guide in 2016, guiding and supporting best practice building design for a subtropical climate, improving commercial and residential building sustainability. The city is working towards carbon neutrality by 2017, which will make them Australia's largest certified carbon neutral organisation. Environmental education in Narooma forms such a deep part of the tapestry of the beach community that it has become part of most aspects of daily life. A diverse, creative and long-term education program that runs throughout Eurobodalla schools has led to past students becoming leaders in protecting Narooma's natural beauty and marine treasures. Narooma's beach and estuary hosts a vast array of marine species, and the council, community groups and businesses work to ensure they are understood and managed sustainably. The biannual program, What's Under the Wharf, run by Eurobodalla Shire in partnership with Bateman's Marine Park and Nature Coast Marine Group, uses local expertise to deliver a popular and effective education experience. Participants have the opportunity to view and handle local marine species, while tanks filled with litter sit side by side with tanks of nudibranches and live fan snails, serving as a visual prompt to explain how litter from the nearby CBD can end up as ocean debris. Other efforts to keep environmental protection front of mind include prominent fishing tackle recovery bins, Enviro treasure hunt activity sheets, and coastal cleanup days that include training on use of the Australian Marine Debris Database. Randwick City Council meets the challenge of balancing the conservation and protection of significant and popular Sydney coastline, natural areas and cultural heritage sites with the recreational desires of local residents and thousands of daily visitors. To achieve this, Randwick consistently delivers innovative and responsive environmental education programs, engaging approximately 26,000 residents in sustainability courses, workshops and events over the last 2 years. Council is constantly exploring new ways to reach visitors and the community. Projects such as Love This Scene, Keep It Clean Beach Litter campaign are continuously evolving. This year, various beach characters and strategically placed signage increased community understanding and participation in correctly disposing of and recycling beach litter. More than 1,300 pledges were made by beachgoers who undertook to bin or recycle their rubbish at the beach. Before and after audits showed this conversation with visitors reduced littering by as much as 45%, prompting campaign rollout to more beaches this summer. Employing best practice environmental education, Randwick provides nature immersion experiences, such as the popular Marine and Coastal Discovery program, bringing together marine biologists and specialist educators with residents, beachgoers and children. This comprehensive program of activities reaches 1,200 children and their families each year, providing opportunities to learn through water-based activities. Dover is a small and relatively isolated town where residents rely on each other to create a beautiful, well-cared-for and vibrant place. While there are always challenges in this kind of cooperative endeavour, Dover's foreshore and beachfront are testament to the perseverance and strength of purpose of the community as a whole, and should stand as a source of real pride and satisfaction for those involved in its repair and maintenance. Notable is the work of the Port Esperance Coast Care Group. This group, operating since 2007, has successfully protected and improved Dover Beach's natural beauty by working together to combat weed infestations and invasive developments while undertaking conservation and regeneration work. The Dover Foreshore Playground adjoins the popular Sandy Beach, a site carefully chosen by the Huon Valley Council and the Dover community in order to link in with other existing facilities such as barbecues, rubbish bins, public conveniences, exercise station and walking track. The playground acts as a social focal point, providing a space for children to play, community members to interact and promotes physical activity for all age groups. With a long history of promoting and enabling a strong, vibrant and empowered community, Yarra City Council works in partnership with residents to celebrate their history, culture and diversity. Yarra has placed a significant emphasis on promoting healthy lifestyles and community connectedness through activated green spaces. A prime example of this is the Roads to Parks program that has converted public spaces traditionally used for cars into 4 pocket parks. In 2014, Yarra adopted one of Australia's first urban agriculture strategies, empowering the community to create spaces for growing food. These industry-leading guidelines have assisted in the establishment of over 125 community-maintained planter boxes in Yarra streets, 5 council community gardens, including an orchard, and a partnership with food charity FareShare that resulted in the transformation of a disused site into a productive kitchen garden. The In Your Patch program uses an innovative approach to partner with community groups to increase their capacity and enhance collective action. Extending beyond a traditional grants program, In Your Patch provides one-on-one project support and connects participants with extended community networks to forge new partnerships, and has generated 6 innovative projects, including a community compost hub and a residential solar bulk buy. The rich fabric of Victor Harbour's long history is immediately visible when arriving on the foreshore. Well-preserved historic buildings and infrastructure such as the horse tram are important tourist draw cards to the area and hugely significant to Victor Harbour's community. New developments in the town centre are innovative and environmentally sensitive, and most importantly, are the impressive product of long discussion and negotiations within the community. The commitment from the City of Victor Harbour for preservation of their history is demonstrated by the Local Heritage Incentives Grant Scheme. The scheme makes funding available for the maintenance and preservation of historical buildings and provides support services such as advice on architectural heritage design. Victor Harbour's Heritage Trail promotes awareness and understanding of the cultural, environmental and historical significance of Victor Harbour's coastline. Informative signage provides details of the region's history, flora and fauna and significant landmarks. The area's Indigenous people have a visible presence, for example, in the mosaic sculpture at Kleenig's Lookout. Its continued development has been an ongoing project between the Council and the Narrandeji and Remendeji elders. Visitors to Albany cannot help but feel that they are living in a museum of treasures, with layers of the past, present and future combining to tell a rich story. Spanning the culture of the traditional owners, the Mingang Noongar people, the nearly 200 years of European history and significant landscapes and natural areas, this narrative is told from many different community perspectives. Albany demonstrates a strong commitment to conserving and celebrating its Indigenous heritage. In 2016, the Bella Kelly Retrospective Exhibition was held by Albany's Vancouver Arts Centre. This first retrospective exhibition by a female Noongar artist explores Bella Kelly's significance as the genesis for the style of art known as the Carrolup School. The award-winning Albany Heritage Park, incorporating the National Anzac Centre, pays tribute to Albany's Anzac history. King George Sound, the embarkation point for over 41,000 troops heading to the First World War. Significant contemporary sites have not been overlooked, with the Snake Run, the oldest community-built skate park in the world, celebrating its 40th birthday in February 2016 and obtaining state heritage listing. This world-renowned site has been visited by many high-profile international skaters. At just 15 years of age, Georgia Poyner has expanded her love of fishing to include freediving, underwater photography and research work. Georgia's belief is that responsible fishing and being an environmentalist can go hand in hand. She is a keen citizen scientist, submitting sightings of marine creatures that are outside their normal habitat range to RedMap. Living in Narooma, Georgia uses every opportunity to either learn about the marine environment or teach others what she has learnt, attending marine science seminars, participating in workshops and delivering talks to local groups. She also contributes images to museums and submits survey work to the University of Technology, Sydney. Georgia's commitment has been awarded with an Aim for the Stars scholarship provided by the Lane Beachley Foundation. Geo Fitzpatrick is a dedicated 20-year-old urban ecologist and conservationist whose passionate volunteer work has attracted endorsement by Sir David Attenborough. Geo has developed a reputation for knowledge and maturity far beyond his years, working and volunteering since age 11 with multiple organisations, including Museum Victoria and Port Phillip Eco Centre. He is a respected photographer and contributor to digital forums. Dedicated to understanding species in the wildlife corridor surrounding West Beach, St Kilda, in the last 2 years, Geo has recorded 3 fauna species never before seen in Victoria, taken world-first footage of an intertidal spider not seen since 1902, and attracted an unprecedented array of species to the 40 local nest boxes he has designed, maintains and monitors on public land. Glenorchy City Council's Community Plan 2015 to 2040 was developed through talking with over 2,000 people who provided more than 7,500 ideas for the future. This is a community who love where they live, and this includes Glenorchy's younger population. Since 1994, Glenorchy Council has provided leadership opportunities for people aged 12 to 24 who have a passion for youth issues and desire to make a difference in their community. The Glenorchy Youth Task Force, GYTF, enthusiastically tackle the hard issues, such as mental health, and in 2016, they encouraged 200 people to start a conversation and ask, "Are you okay?" Jeff Pappy Watson has been on GYTF for 2 years, participating in numerous community events. Jeff was involved in the 2014 Happiness Cycle Learn, Earn and Turn LET program, where he undertook training to become a mentor for the 2014-15 Happiness Cycle events. Jeff was chosen to represent the Coca-Cola Foundation at the 2016 Rio Olympics as a relay torch runner in Brazil. Glenorchy Council's ongoing commitment to youth and the enthusiasm of the GYTF members such as Jeff is a leading example of what is possible when council and young people work together. Victor Harbour's abundant natural beauty is just the start of what this great place has to offer. Work to improve Victor Harbour's main street and access to foreshore areas, and the manner in which Council have partnered with community to realise a new vision for the town centre demonstrates a real care for place, history, inclusion and community. Victor Harbour's facilities are second to none. Walking trail signage, visitor and discovery centres, and innovative tourism activities provide a wide range of opportunities for people of all abilities and backgrounds to enjoy Victor Harbour's coast. Residents and visitors alike can participate in activities on the foreshore, learn about the area's environmental and historical treasures, and see firsthand Victor Harbour's commitment to sustainable use, litter prevention and recycling. The creative, cost-effective solutions Victor Harbour have found to manage foreshore erosion set a great example for other coastal managers. Efforts to protect nesting shorebirds are also excellent and have drawn many volunteers to speak up for the area's vulnerable coastal species. The relationships between council, resource managers and volunteers such as Victor Harbour Coast Care deliver tangible improvements to foreshore areas, such as rubbish and weed removal, track maintenance and substantial replanting of native vegetation. The outstanding efforts of the Victor Harbour Scouts, who manage 12 can and bottle bins in the CBD and fund community projects with collected refunds, should also be acknowledged. Melbourne's West Beach is a popular recreation spot in an urban environment, with close proximity to one of Australia's busiest ports, placing it under pressure from all sides. Nevertheless, West Beach remains clean and beautiful, with great facilities, a passionate group of committed residents, an engaged business community, and an effective and responsive council. It is no coincidence that West Beach, through the leadership of the Port Phillip Eco Centre, has also jointly won this year's Young Legends category. The dynamic young leaders emerging from the West Beach community are testament to a long-term commitment to litter prevention, recycling, environmental sustainability and education programs that engage and nurture the next generations. The energy and passion these young people bring to their citizenship is delivering real change beyond the West Beach area. For example, through work underway to quantify and control microplastics in the marine environment. There are many examples of environmental sustainability in action around West Beach. The Well Waters program is just one. This program activated 3,482 community members and over 30 project partners in activity to alleviate flooding, save potable water and filter stormwater, and protect wildlife of Elster Creek. Port Phillip Eco Centre has invested in outreach programs that aim to provide businesses and their staff a way to participate in beach conservation and environmental sustainability. Their corporate volunteering program gives staff access to meaningful environmental activities. The Marine Biologist for a Day program on St Kilda West Beach helps volunteers experience the seashore as an ecosystem, not just an amenity. Participants are taught that real change starts at home and are empowered to make consumer decisions that have a positive impact on Port Phillip Bay. At the heart of much of this work is Port Phillip Baykeeper Neil Blake, OAM. Neil played a key role in the establishment of West Beach as a natural reference area and regularly conducts guided natural history walks there for the public. He was a key figure in the establishment of the Port Phillip Eco Centre. He's a member of the International Waterkeeper Alliance and has over 30 years' experience in coastal management. Neil is instrumental in engaging the public at events, advising local and state government policy, helping community groups establish governance and funding, and inspiring young people to action. Neil is a living example of the transformational changes that one person's passion, determination, and commitment can deliver. Spanning an area of 1,338 kilometres and boasting a population of 1.1 million, as well as being a popular destination for tourists, Brisbane City Council have set an ambitious target to achieve carbon neutrality by 2017. The scale of change required to meet this target and to be water smart aim for zero waste, increase biodiversity, to be a resilient city, and to deliver in partnership with community and industry requires long-term thinking and actions implemented beyond the usual political timeframes. Brisbane does all this and does it exceptionally well. Having won this award in 2014, this new recognition commends Brisbane City Council's ongoing commitment to sustainability across every awards category. It also celebrates the new successes of Council and acknowledges continued innovation that balances livability, sustainability and resilience with economic growth and prosperity. For anyone who lives, works or visits Brisbane, there is an opportunity to get active and involved in sustainability and the community. Moving around the city is possible on buses with 5% reduced fuel consumption thanks to bus drivers trained in eco-driving, or by taking advantage of Australia's first free electric vehicle recharging station. Cycling is also popular. 1,325 kilometres of new bikeways have increased bike trips by 25%. In 2016, the Active School Travel program worked with 45 schools and more than 21,000 students to influence travel choices and reduce school drop-offs in single-family cars by an average of 10%. Visitors can also talk with community volunteers at Southbank's Organic Food Garden, or be welcomed to the city with a guided walk by a Brisbane greeter, one of the 200 local residents who enthusiastically share their passion and knowledge about their community. Residents can volunteer as part of Council's Community Conservation Partnerships program. 5,000 plus community members already give their time to protect and enhance local waterways and bushland. Council's commitment to biodiversity includes achieving 40% bushland cover by 2031, and this has included purchasing 750 hectares of at-risk bushland over 4 years. Young people in Brisbane have many opportunities to engage with their community. The newly completed Karawatha Forest Discovery Centre, featuring Queensland's first nature play space, educates families about the natural area's environmental significance. Schoolgoers can participate in the Green Heart Schools program that this year engaged 57 students from 33 schools in the Student Environmental Leadership Network, with outcomes ranging from minimising waste, building kitchen gardens, worm farming and composting. The newly built Frew Park has transformed a former tennis centre into a vibrant recreation centre, including an arena playground designed for early teens. Brisbane City Council is a leader in sustainability and implements its strategies with the community at heart. Spend a day in Brisbane and you will inevitably be told by someone, "I love Brisbane. This indeed is a truly livable city."